Alright guys, we are here in Chef Sanjeev Kapoor's office, and before we go on and start talking to Chef Sanjeev, that's the khichdi that is the menu today, and it's because of him that India has got its national dish as the khichdi, and today he's treating us on khichdi. Now that's the lovely food that you see. This is what Chef Sanjeev Kapoor is gonna treat us today, khichdi, and over to Chef Sanjeev on a discussion.
Wow. Hi. This is actually palak khichdi. It's not any normal khichdi. This is something that we enjoy in our office. But khichdi, yes, I won't call national dish or anything. I think it's a dish of national importance is how I would like to put it. But more importantly, food should not be talked about. Food should be eaten. खाना ज़रूरी होता है. तो ये देखो, ये तो कौन ये लो जी, पालक वाव के साथ
गुड, थैंक
और उसके साथ में आ जाइए.
So as we enjoy khichdi with the chef, you've been running restaurants for such a long time, and I'm sure our students are watching this, and all over the people all over the world are watching this. So what do you have to say? I mean, what should students do in order to be entrepreneurs, and how to run a chain of restaurants? I mean, entrepreneurship, if you talk about it.
First and foremost, whether it's a job, whether you do work for someone or you work for yourself, both are same. It does not change. So the important thing in entrepreneurship is to understand that whatever work that you are doing, what is the value of that is. हमारे यहाँ में तो मतलब सारे लाइट भी वहाँ से आ गई एक बार और सब कुछ गाने शुरू हो जाते हैं. Is that how do you translate everything into money? Right. That is important. The ability to understand. So, for example, you're working in a restaurant as a chef. Right. So I say that it's not just food cost is your responsibility. You have to understand that all costs are. You have to understand that when there is a pilot in the gas, if it is switched on, how much of gas is being used? What is the value of that in rupees? Start converting that. No matter who you are working for, whether for yourself or for someone else. You work in a restaurant, you work in a hotel, you work anywhere. You start seeing that whatever action that you're doing, what is the value of it? So most chefs or most people who work in hotel industry, they don't translate things into money. I think that's the important thing to learn. So once that is done, that basic understanding, things start to become easy. And then rule of economics. Right. Demand and supply. More demand, less supply means you can price higher. Which means you have to make sure that so in a restaurant, when we started learning, everyone said that there are 3 L's that are important in restaurants. Location, location, location. Correct. Why was it? Because that ensured business. Right. Footfall, as we call it. So there are few things. There has to be a need. It should be a unique concept that you come up with, something different. There should be inherent need. It should not be something that वो क्या बोलते हैं कि गंजे को कमी बेचने का फायदा क्या है, right? So इसलिए there has to be something which is a need. So let's say for IIHM, if there was no need for trained professionals, you would not open hotel management institute. So same way, look at where the need is, where the footfall is, look at what is unique in your concept, and there should not be too many restaurants of same or similar concept. Once you have done all these things, focus on So food, service, pricing, and your everything else that comes with it. So for example, today marketing is very important, and marketing style has changed. So social media is important. Today through Facebook, like you can speak to the world, but Facebook Live would not give you reach in the area that you want maybe. Your community may be sitting somewhere else and your business may be sitting somewhere else. How do you combine the two?
Exactly.
Organically the reach may not be there. You may need to boost it. You may need to do multiple things. So if you want to do it, get into it with a belief that you will do it. Belief is a big thing.
Belief.
Alright. That you will succeed. If in your mind you can say that you will succeed, you will succeed.
Correct.
If you start doubting yourself, so if in your mind, you say, I don't know how well it will do, will not do that well. If your mind tells you that I will do well, you start to do well.
So from the student's point of view, Chef, you said something very interesting about the 3 L's. Location, location, location. So now what happens is a lot of students come to me and ask, I don't have 1 crore rupees to invest. And I tell them you can open your own business in 2 lakh as well. You can open a small tea shop, a joint maybe, So of course you've been running hundreds of restaurants, and of course with of course the business that you run, location is something that you can focus on. But when you talk about my students, possibly they are starting raw, they are fresh, they are only 3rd year pass outs, and possibly they don't have the money to invest. So what is your suggestion to them in terms of opening up a business where they don't have to do much investment, but yes, they start breaking even and they make profits out of the culinary business or the restaurant business that they want to get into?
So most important thing is that if you want to start something of your own, better would be to work for some time.
Okay.
In a similar kind of place. So the thing that you want to open, let's say you want to open a small place.
Yeah, take this. Yeah.
Of your own. In a similar size, a similar place, go and work.
Okay.
So one is that when we want to work in the best, we want to work in the biggest. When we want to work for ourselves, we are okay working at a lower level.
Right.
Because that's our level, that's our comfort, we can't afford.
Yeah.
But in that also, it's better to work with someone, for someone in that small setup and get the learning from there. It will cut down the risk of losing. So business is risk. So how to mitigate that risk? You have to understand what the risks are in a similar sized business. So don't jump into it immediately.
Okay.
Work with someone, and it's easier to find work in a smaller setup, and what it needs is your willingness to work.
That's a very interesting point actually. So if I may sum it, so all those students who are willing to open your own small time restaurants, etc., after doing the culinary course, they should join a small restaurant or that takeaway joint first for the initial maybe 3, 4, 6 months, learn the trade tricks, and then get into your own business, is what Chef has to say about it. This is coming from the legend, guys. You need to.
Yeah, I would say that any learning, so that it cannot be accelerated that much. So minimum 6 months to a year, because that will bring in the discipline of doing that thing in a boring way every day, all the frustration that has to come in. So it's not about 1-2 months.
Right.
Minimum is 6 months, at least 1 year. if you do not have the discipline of working at a small place for that time, do not open your own.
Right. 1 year.
Yes.
Yeah. So all those of you who are, wanting to invest your own money, I think what Chef says is that 1 year is something that you need to work in the same kind of a restaurant that you plan to open, even if it's a takeaway joint, by the way, and understand the tricks of the trade before you get into it.
Correct. You will not lose at least. So, if you may not get that kind of salary what you would get in a bigger establishment, but it's okay. At least you are getting something. You will not lose, and when you invest your own money, effort and time, the chances of losing will be minimized.
Lovely. I'll come back to the student questions later on. I'm having some lovely khichdi that Chef has made. By the way, I want Chef you to share about the khichdi story. Trust me, he shared this to me before and the world does not know about it. I'll request him. This khichdi story did not happen all of a sudden. The national dish that India got was because of this man that you see here, the legend that I'm dining with. And it's a story which I want him to share. Shah, why don't you give a little bit of brief when Mr. Modi called you and you were speaking to him, and how did the national dish khichdi came in?
So let me clarify, not the national dish, it's a dish of national importance. It's not national dish.
Yes.
There's nothing in India.
So tell us the story.
No, not national. No, this was for World Food India, Ministry of Food Processing. They were doing the world's largest exhibition in India for the very first time. And I was invited to curate it, give my expertise. So my thought was that if we are doing something, then the world should know. And he said, let's make a world record with it. And what should we do? I thought maybe let's do something, a laddu, largest something. But then, somewhere I thought that what is it that that unites India when it comes to food? It is rice and dal. That's what combines, unites India. So that's where thought of khichdi came in. And we decided to make world's largest khichdi. And it was quite a task. Because you don't get big kadhai in which you can make that biggest khichdi in.
Yeah.
How much quantity, how do you cook, how do you weigh, all of that was a challenge, but nothing was more challenging than 3 days ago, 3 days before we were to actually make it, I came to know that we could not use fire.
In the place where you were making.
Because PM was to visit there.
Yes.
No fire was allowed, so suddenly we were left with all the challenges that how do you cook khichdi. Birbal's khichdi is different, that also was with fire.
Yeah.
So we had committed, we had said to media that we'll be doing a world record.
Yeah.
And no fire. How do you do khichdi without fire? We actually did khichdi without fire. Created a world record. And great team effort. Details of this khichdi without fire. How did we do it in last 72 hours? How did we pull it off? That's a mystery. I'll write a book on it.
So that's there's so much in it that you have to write a book to explain how you did it, yeah? How you managed. But it's a task, I believe, because the khichdi that you made was spread into a massive kadai that was made. And cooking it without fire is something which is quite a secret, I would say. Nobody knows about it.
It's a secret which is it's well documented. We did film it. We created a film with it, and but the tension around it, the whole thing. I can tell you that it is not for the faint-hearted. It is. I think all the good work of filming is done by Rupinder. While we are eating Rupinder, you should also eat. It's not fair.
So who makes good khichdi at home? You or... Okay, so for everybody, Miss Alyona Kapoor is sitting right opposite. She is the lucky lady who Chef Kapoor married how many years back?
I'm lucky now because he cooks for me.
Okay, so Miss Kapoor, if you could go that side, Rupinder, and show, because it's coming a little dark.
I know, with the background.
So Miss Kapoor, who cooks good food at home? I mean, who's the boss and when it comes to culinary?
There's no fixed rule. But obviously he's the culinary boss. So he cooks whenever we are at home.
Such an easy thing to say.
Do you
Whenever he is at home, he cooks.
And what's
And I'm
his...
hardly at home.
So what's your favorite dish?
Today, it's palak khichdi. Every day I think it.
Oh, every day you eat.
You're gonna have favorite.
And your preferences at home for having? I mean, when you go back home?
Normal khana, simple food. So I have a favorite dialogue. Simple living, no thinking. I think तो गाली जी कर देते हैं. हमारे थोड़ी है. Simple living, no thinking.
Share one message for all the countries. Yangsha Olympiad is being organized this time, the 5th edition. And it's even bigger and better with over 60 countries coming this time. So message to all the contestants who already started their practices. The briefing document has already gone to all the countries, and right now the competition is on, as in terms of within their own schools, and they are selecting students who will start practicing now. So one message to them.
I think for any competition, what is important is to make sure that you know where the world is going. It's a competition of global standard. So whatever you have planned, plan even little higher than what you have imagined, because most of the time we don't know what we are capable of. We underestimate ourselves. So I would say that if you have planned for 100, you can easily go up to 150. So that is what you should try and achieve. And any competition, it's fun when you win. Enter with the belief that you will win. Though there will be only one who will be winning the competition, but give it your best. That competitiveness is a good thing to excel, especially if you have to become a good chef. The competition is there, and to get used to it at an early stage is a fantastic thing. So get in to win.
Okay, Dr. Bose is also seeing this video as we talk, because he could not come today.
Yeah, so this khichdi is for Dr. Bose.
So Dr. Bose missed having this khichdi. He's saying hi to you.
Hi, we have had lovely discussion and great khichdi, doctor. We are missing you. Anyway, we'll see you soon. And I know it's these days are best spent in Kolkata, because Durga Puja time you should be in Kolkata. Actually, we should have planned this meeting in Kolkata, and maybe we could have gone into few of the best pandals in Kolkata next year.
All right, Calcutta. So Chef Kapoor says that he's going to come to the pandals of Calcutta during Durga Puja. And Chef, one message to our students in IIHM across campuses as they get ready. A lot of third years, all the third years rather, are getting ready, for the campus placements. So one message from your side as they take on, their careers.
So career is serious business, sincerity, when you are being interviewed, be sincere. And whatever skills that you have acquired, whatever knowledge you have, that would be with you. But sincerity is something that can easily be picked, can easily be seen. So more sincere you are, the chances are higher that people will take you in. So it also shows what kind of attitude. Be open to suggestions, be open to what is expected out of you, and again, have a belief that you deserve the best and you will get the best. All the best.
Thank you so much, Chef. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Chef, for joining in. Dr. Bose says hi to you again and says that he misses being with you and missing this khichdi as well. All right. Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you.
And that's Rupinder.